We want to encourage those who want to live corrupt and steal money. I beg, the money should be used to bless our people. Thank you and God
Convention, convention, convention. The DMV chapter of the CDC-USA will be outside on the 25th. Convention, convention, convention. The 25th of October 2025. The DMV chapter will be outside. Convention, convention, convention. The Cdcians, the Cdcians will all be outside. The Kaku children will be outside on the 25th of October. Moto, no problem. Fellow Liberians home and abroad, the DMV chapter of the CDC-USA, which comprises of Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia, will be outside on the 25th of October 2025. The DMV chapter will be having a local convention. In this local convention, we will be electing new corps of officers to lead the affairs of the DMV chapter as we prepare for our next year national convention. Fellow Liberians home and abroad, those of you that are in the DMV chapter, oh, it's about time that you come out. Come out in your number and grace the DMV convention. The date is the 25th of October 2025. DMV, here we come. Cdcians, here we come. Oh yeah. Dena Ebo A. Cdcian will be outside on the 25th of October. Dena Ebo A. Dena Ebo A. Zogozo. CDC Zogozo. Zogozo. DMV Zogozo. Zogozo. DMV Zogozo. Batio. Batio Bati. DMV Bati. Batio Bati. Morejo Bati. Batio Bati. Jasper Bati. Batio Bati. Amos Awenja Bati. Batio Bati. Dr. Elizabeth Bati. Batio Bati. Amadou Bati. Oh yeah, DMV chapter will be outside on the 25th. On the 25th, we will be outside. CDCs also. You can't afford to miss it. There will be other Cdcians that will be coming from out of state. I mean, from all over. Cdcians will be coming from all over to grace this occasion of the DMV convention. Oh, don't be told, be there. We tell them to lead the things. They hold. The DMV coming us. They complaining. Oh, Cdcians from all over will be gathering in Maryland for the DMV convention. Fellow Liberians home and abroad, the DMV convention is going to be the 25th of October 2025. Each and every one of you, especially those of you that are living in the DMV area. The DMV area comprises of Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia. So those of you that are in those areas, I'm telling you, it's about time that we come outside. We will be outside. Beku children will be outside. Cdcians will be outside. We Asians will be outside. The coalitions will be outside. So all of you are invited on the 25th. Save the date, fellow Liberians, the 25th of October 2025. The DMV convention. Oh, yes. Get ready and save that date. It's not going to be easy. Cdcians are going to be outside. And in this particular convention, we are also going to be having our own local elections to elect new group of officers that's going to lead us to the next year national convention. I'm telling you, it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be spectacular. It's going to be nomodikios. All right, fellow Liberians, home and abroad, it's a privilege again for us to be on here. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm elated. I'm telling you, to just, uh, hear of the DMV convention. This is something wonderful. I'm telling you, it's something very, very wonderful. So do not miss it. Do not miss this. Don't miss it. Just get ready. Yeah, just get ready. It's going to be a wonderful time. Don't be told, be there. You know, don't be told, be there. Be part of the occasion, be part of history making, and it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. So, again, we urge that you hit for us the share button. I want to welcome my own sister, Hawatote. How are you, my love? Thank you so much for joining us. Let's do this. Let's take this as we get ready to bring you the information that we are supposed to bring you. Again, fellow Liberians, home and abroad, welcome under the Palava Hut. As usual, we ask that you please hit for us the share button, share with friends, share with family members. Let's get ready. Yeah, strange things are happening in Liberia. Oh, yeah, strange things are happening in Liberia. So let's just get ready. Let's get ready as we bring you what we are supposed to bring you. I'm also about to share, so please, I'm begging you. What I want you to do for me is if you are listening to me right now, you can just send me either a thumbs up or a heart sign. Just send me some lovely emojis. Or better still, you can share. Just hit the share button, and I'm telling you, definitely we will be good. So please, my people, just do us that favor. Today is going to be a very interesting day. We're going to be here for exact 1 hour 30 minutes. We're not going to exceed that time. 1 hour 30 minutes. So let's take this as we get ready to bring you the information. Again, we're going to be here for 1 hour 30 minutes immediately after that 1 hour 30 minutes because that's how we set our time. So after that, we will be off here. So that is that. Again, hit for us the share button and let's get ready to bring you what we are supposed to bring you. I'm telling you, it's going to be a wonderful time. So let me just play this while we get ready to bring you what we are supposed to bring.
I'm a unit from local country. How long have you been selling here? I've been selling almost 3 years. Not even 3 years, but
all right, so let's share.
But you've been selling for a long time. For a very long time. Yeah, so how was things doing President Weah Town? It was smoothly moving up, small, but for now, as you can see, since the morning, we not even sell one customer. So since this morning, and then nobody has bought anything for you here? Yes. Wow. You can take a market, they expect you to free, Okay. Since the morning, nobody number. So are you free? You get leader, I will get taken out my Wow. So now, will you prefer President Weah coming back? Oh yes, I'm a united partisan. Yes. But now if election is here today, I will vote President Weah. President Weah. Yes. So you are united partisan. Yes. Okay, because of what's going on now, the really getting on shit. Yes. Yeah, economic condition is not better. Oh yes. Okay. Your name again? I'm J. Kamara. I'm not J. Kamara. Yeah. Thanks for having you. So ma, how everything? How's the country with you now?
The country too hard. Now la to my son. The country hard. Can you imagine? My children coming dre. The old shoe that on the bed I take from there. Doing Joya time. Yeah. I will buy different things. I will come as shopping. I buy different things. But the old shoe, yeah. I come from Brighton now. I'm going to put it on the green tray. So tell me now, what the facility now I will go on in the country? It's too hard.
So you saying that what you were promised by the Joseph Yuma Baka government, that is not what you
Hey, nothing. I'm not saying nothing working. Nothing working, brother. I will not lie to you.
So what do you prefer now? Will you prefer George Mano we are coming back?
I say I prefer 100 times. You know what I will tell you? My chicken, my dog, everything waiting. Now.
Everything waiting.
I say everything waiting to vote for Dawia.
Wow.
Yes, because I know the interest are in him, and I know that God sent him.
Okay, God sent him.
Yeah, God sent him.
So, no
Thank
problem.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So how is business going? How is business?
The business is not really improving.
So now you've been selling here for over some years, and so during the regime of Josh Mano Wia, and as compared to now under President Joseph Yuma Baka, how can you compare business?
You can't compare it because I can remember 2017 when Joe Wia become president for Labrador. As of the time I start making money on my own. I even bought Lendy. But anytime you need the party people come in power, something very hard. As you can see me, this is not my body. Things are hard. Yeah, so from the economic situation, the economic situation for presently, this regime is very hard.
It's very hard.
It's very hard.
So it was quite better doing George Mano
Joe Wia
down now. Okay.
Yes.
So if you are grading the two government, who will you grade higher past them first?
I will grade Joe Wia government 100% than this government 10%.
Okay. Thank you so much. Your name again?
I'm James Fire.
James Fire. Thank you. So how is business going?
Thank God, my man, you know now.
So you said that Joseph Baka government. So doing Joe Mano Wia, how was business with you?
Business was already know we to say what this number no business, but to say one thing is that I'm playing.
Wow. So are you saying now it's better than Joseph Yuma Baka time is higher than President Wia time?
Very, very hard. To prepare Joe Wia down, one Joe Wia again, that will come back.
So are you calling Joe Wia back? So if election is to be held, who will you vote for? Joe Wia?
I vote Joe Wia.
Wow. So if you have to grade the past regime and the current regime, how will you grade them?
The past regime, I will grade the past regime 80%, and this regime, I will grade this regime 50%.
Thank you so much. Your name again?
I'm Moses.
So like the regime of President Wia and now under Joseph Yuma Baka, how can you compare business? How was it during President Wia time and now how it is during this administration of Joseph Yuma Baka?
Well, the business sector now will find it difficult because of the US rate.
Okay, because of the US
yes rate. Because when the US go up, you find out people and to buy can be difficult. When the US rates come down, you can find the liberty plenty in the market, so everybody can buy. But for now, the US rate is high.
But what do you think is the cause of that?
Well, we can only blame the central government for that.
The government. So how is business with you currently?
The business is not going well now because in the government we're finding more difficulty.
So during George Mano Wia time, how was your business?
During George Mano Wia time, at least business are going on small while managing.
You're managing.
Yeah.
So now, if you have to compare the two governments, who are you grade as your first?
Yeah, I'll grade George Wia government because this government we thought that this government will come to bring things for us, but we see now everyone are going. I log on seeing business people are not even there getting a need what they need in a business, business going afloat.
So how was business today for you?
Yeah, at least I think what God gave me today, at least I in 5,000. Yeah, at least I can manage, and I saw a business I selling. I come to farm a daily bread.
So you say at least you in 5,000. So
yeah.
We George Mano Wia time when you come in the market here in Douala market and sell usually by the evening hour. How much you used to carry home and when you live in the market?
Yeah, during Wia time at this hour I used to generate almost 20,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's wide range.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you again. So how is business moving?
Oh, really? This is not fun.
Okay.
But in everything, we give God thanks for the movement. But the government is not doing well for us.
Yes, so during President Wia time, I think that was the time you started selling here. So how was business back then as compared to now?
Oh, Wia time was very great.
Okay.
It was very great because when you can't sell, end of the day, you know that you go home to your family. Okay. But for now, it's very difficult.
But what do you think is the problem now? It's very difficult.
The problem from the government.
government?
Because there is no job for the youth, there is no job for our parents, and even they are putting our people down, our parents are crying, so people will take pay, they will come and buy, they are not taking pay, so really, we are facing a lot of pressure in the country now.
So how can you grade the two administrations, Joseph Mwanga and George Manawia? How can you grade them?
I grade George government as one.
Okay, thank you so much.
100%.
Your name again?
Philip, my name.
Philip. So how is business moving?
Business high.
Business high here. Yeah. So what is the cause that business is high here?
The way the country is running, I will business.
So during President Weah time, how was business as compared to now?
What? Business was growing there.
Business was growing?
Yeah.
So you telling me that business was growing during President Weah time more than now?
Yeah.
So how is the range? Now you come, you say yeah, send this money, and now you will be leaving very soon. So how much have been your income today? But as compared to President Weah time, how was your income like?
So now President.
Like I said, we're going to be here for exactly 1 hour 30 minutes. We have already gone 15 minutes in that 1 hour. And I want to thank each and every one of you for your support. I want to appreciate you in a special way. Let me say thanks to all of you for coming on. My lovely sister Hawa Tote, how are you? I hope you are doing great, well, and fine. I appreciate and acknowledge your presence here. Jacob Flomo, say, Fioro, you think we will share so you can get rich? I will respond to you, Jacob Flomo. You know who the fee oil road at Joseph Newman Boyka. You see, every time you people do this, we will educate you. Joseph Newman Boyka was the one who was appointed by the late Amos Claudius Sawyer to serve as LPRC managing director. Joseph Newman Boyka stole from that place. Imagine Amos Sawyer government that we say was an interim government. At the time, we had, Blackberry there on the other side. We had Greater Monrovia, Prince Johnson on the other side. The whole country was divided. So Amos Sawyer, to the piece of the area that he got, he claimed with the help of Ecomog at the time, he claimed that that was his own area, that was his own government he was running. So even during the Amos Sawyer administration, where things were not 100% right and well, Joseph Newman Boyka was sacked. Can you imagine? From LPRC. It's because he stole. For some of us, we have never worked at LPRC or even coming close to FIOL. You understand? But at the end of the day, you look at me, you call me FIOL. You forgetting that Joseph Newman Boyka that stole FIOL, he on record is sacking. Go look at his record. You look at my record, you will never see anything there that was sacked from here because of this or because of that. So Joseph Newman Boyka is the one who stole fee oil and then he was sacked by Amos Claudius Sawyer the late. So let me just give you this information. Anytime we will not hesitate to at least try to educate you. But again, I want to say welcome. Jacob Flomo, you are highly welcome. I appreciate your presence here. It's another opportunity for you to learn and we will help you to learn. I want to welcome my own brother Henry. Thank you so much for joining us. Woluba, Henry Woluba, we appreciate your presence here. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you. James G Max Duo Senior, thank you so much. James Duo Senior, we appreciate you. Thank you for your presence. Roosevelt Kruma, how are you, sir? I salute your presence. Augustine Gavelaw, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. Noe Morris, thank you so much. Noe Morris, we appreciate you. Bishop, okay, Bishop, I want to welcome you, Bishop. Bishop's supposed to be joining us. Hopefully, when his schedule is right, then he will be with us. Bishop is one of our prospective panelists from the end of the Unity Party. So I want to recognize and appreciate your presence here. Bishop Hager, thank you so much for joining us. It's always a pleasure when we have you. Thank you so very kindly for your presence here. Thank you for joining us. I want to welcome Sidi Kape. Thank you so much. Oh, Mr. Sidi Kape, how are you? I'm a Oma. How are you, Oma? Greetings to my mother. Extend my greetings to my mother for me and tell her, I miss her for long. I haven't seen her. But I want to say welcome, Mr. City Carpet. Thank you so much. I also want to welcome Patrick. Patrick Ray, thank you so much for your presence here. I appreciate you. Utalia, thank you so much, Utalia. That's my ratuda. Utalia, she got my back and make sure you know she keep bombarding along with me. We are doing this together, Utalia. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate you. Thank you for everything you continue to do. Yeah, like all of you, I want to say thank you so very kindly. I appreciate you. Thanks so, so very kindly. It's always a privilege when we have people like you here. Thank you so much. So, fellow Liberians home and abroad, I want to give you this quick announcement. The DMV will be having her convention on the 25th of October 2025. That is next month. In the DMV convention, as you may be aware, the DMV comprises of Washington, D.C., Maryland, and Virginia chapter in the CDC. So these three states, come together and they form a chapter. So they will be having their own local convention on the 25th of October 2025. And this convention will be bringing together not only Cdcians or Weasians from the DMV area, but other areas will be coming, other states. People from New York will be coming, people from Philadelphia will be coming, people from different parts, Iowa, North Dakota, South Dakota, etc., etc. All of them will be coming together, as special guests will be invited to grace this occasion and to have a wonderful time. So on the 25th of October 2025, we will definitely be outside, and do not hesitate to contact us for a special reservation. But again, I want to say thanks to all of you. Thank you. Fellow Liberians, our duty and responsibility is enshrined in the Word of God. I want to welcome Nicole. Thank you so much. Nicole, thank you so much for your presence here. I want to appreciate you. Our duty and responsibility is enshrined in the Word of the Almighty. Oh, yeah. Our duty and responsibility is enshrined in there. We were told to inform the nation about what is pending. We were told to inform the people about what is about to happen or what is happening. We were not told to force the people to believe in what we are saying, but is to tell them. And according to what the Word of God told us, or that command that we have in the scripture, it said, Son of man, go and tell the people my word. If they refuse to listen and they die in their sin, we read it from the book of Ezekiel, that if they refuse to listen and then anything happened to them, that their own business. Well, I will not hold you responsible because you told them already what I said to you. So I will not hold you responsible. Once you tell them and they decide that, oh, we're not listening, we'll do our own thing. Anything that happens, I will hold them responsible. They will account for their own action. But if you refuse to tell them, then I will hold you responsible. And I want for God to hold me responsible. Me, Prince, we're sitting down here, and I want it. So I will do what I'm supposed to do. And what am I supposed to do? Is what I have been doing since 2016 till today. Informing Liberians of this particular danger that we have imposed upon ourselves. Self-inflicted wounds. That's what we have given ourselves. The records are there when we warned Liberian about this calamity and you did not listen. But we move straightly into our issue. And the first issue on our agenda has to do with rape. Fellow Liberians, I want to welcome Dan Harris. Thank you so much. Michael Dan Harris, thank you so much for joining us. Buema Ubento Kiedi, how are you? I want to welcome you. Thank you so much for your presence here. It is unfortunate. Now we are seeing that justice is selective in Liberia. Now we are seeing that long time we told you. So for some of us, it is not surprising to us the way Mr. Bueka is proceeding. It is not surprising to us. No, it is not. You know why it is not surprising? Because Bueka told us far ahead of time the kind of person he was going to be, how he was going to lead. Our own people get this parable. They say if the Christmas will be good, you will know it from the eve. We also told you at the time when they were in opposition, we told you of the danger. You know, there are three things that the Unity Party will do without any mistake. The Unity Party is that particular party that will intimidate you when they want something. They will intimidate the public. They ain't get time. Who is unalive, who feeling is hurt, how many persons you said, they ain't get time. They will do whatever they can do to ensure that they get what they want. They will intimidate you, they will lie on you, and they are very good in lying. That's the thing about them. Look, the Unity Party can lie in a broad daylight to the extent you will think what you are seeing as a light, a darkness. That's who they are. So they build a propaganda team that will say white is red. No, they don't believe in the facts. The facts are not what they operates on. Anytime the Unity Party try to go in line with saying the truth, you go check behind it a hell of a lie. They do not believe in saying the truth because their behavior is completely opposite of what the Liberian people want. So they are not associated with truth. They will lie to the extent that the lie will take root if you are not careful. These were the people that told you and myself that Liberia was a nation that was on a volcano eruption under President Weah as it relates to drugs. They told you and myself that it was President Weah that was manufacturing the drugs. Later did we know it was the Unity Party that were bringing in drugs. And President Weah was fighting to contain it. Look, let me tell you this. President Weah went through a lot as president of the Republic of Liberia. Tika Bendu Nyati, you are highly welcome. Even though I do not agree with your, statement, but again, I respect it. That's your opinion. I want to say thank you so much for coming. I appreciate your presence and I recognize you. So they were the ones that were bringing in these drugs in the country. And President Weah was fighting along with his team to ensure that the drugs is contained. But they made Liberians to understand that it was President Weah who was manufacturing, here a minister and people who were writing that they were manufacturing drugs. They lie to you and make you to understand that President Weah on alive 3 boys took their kidney, put it in grape, and they were passing around with it. And they caused you to jump on the street. They told you that President Weah stole $16 billion, put it in container, took it straight to a house, and was sitting down there. And you jump on the street. They told you that the reason why investors were not coming in the country was because President Weah was incompetent. He ain't get no connection, nothing at the kind of why the people were not coming in the country. That's what they told you. They told you that the reason why manna was not falling from heaven was because President Weah was the president. And once he is removed, manna will start to drop down. They told you that the reason why bag of rice under President Weah was being sold for like $13, $12 was because he was incompetent. Under no condition and circumstances should Liberians be buying rice. Hmm? Okay, thank you. Give me 5. Go for your apple. Where's your apple? So they told us under President Weah that the reason why we were buying rice for $13, in some area $12, that was because President Weah was incompetent. That's why we're buying rice for that price. And that when they take over, at the end of the day, we will buy rice for less than that. They said we pay rice for $9. They told us that the reason why we were paying transportation from Douala to Broad Street under President Weah $50, $60 was because President Weah was incompetent. And when they come, they will drop it down. But today, what is the fares? What is the price? You know, and I know. They told us yesterday that rape was something that was dangerous. You see, be careful how you politicize things. Because when you try to politicize things, it has a way of coming back at you. I am a father of 5 lovely, beautiful girls. I know what it takes for a child to be molested. And I will do anything to ensure that whoever that does that to any of my kids, that they pay for it dearly. So I know how precious it is for our children to live without fear of being intimidated or being raped. I know that and I value that. Yesterday, our advocacy against rape was not political. But unfortunately, the Unity Party were able to use political mechanism because they wanted to make the Weah government look funny. They wanted for President Weah to fail. Their modus operandus were let President Weah fail. So they make rape to be a political issue. They put people cheering on the street. And under the regime of President Weah, we saw what President Weah did. Even though it was not as rampant as it is right now, the records and reports are there. We are not reading and saying things off ahead. When they decide to use a political mechanism, guess what? President Weah said, okay, we'll take serious action. What did President Weah do under his administration when the opposition tried to politicize the issue of rape? What did President Weah do? I don't want you to believe me. I will show you the first thing that President Weah did. Let's go there. I tell you. Now rice is really $5. Yeah. You know. Let's look at the first thing that President Weah did. Let me bring it here for you to see it. And I will play you some stuff with no, but just to tell you how these people, you see that? When they brought up the issue of rape and make it look political, instead of attaching their feelings and everything to it, they decide to use their political party and institution to want to damage the image of the government, to print that, oh, everything, anywhere you pass, people raping. In fact, as soon as somebody sees somebody in the day, they can just join them and rape them. What did President Weah do? President Weah did not hesitate. As feminine in chief of the Republic of Liberia, he immediately declared rape a national emergency. Declaring rape a national emergency was not just enough. But what did President Weah do? He took a physical approach to this particular national emergency by purchasing the first DNA machine ever in the history of the Republic of Liberia. Tell me if I am lying. So when he declared a state of emergency, he did not just leave it with just the declaration alone, But he took practical steps, practical actions. Here's the paper. Here's it. I don't want you to believe me, like I said. Whenever I say things here, we have all of the evidence. Here's the paper. September 14, 2020 was when President Weah declared rape as national emergency. What did he do? He did not just stop to declaring state of emergency. There was a national task force that was set up. There was a national task force that was set up by His Excellency President Dr. George Manning Weah. That national task force was to ensure that the issue of rape is fought from every angle. And the government did not only stop there. After setting up the committee, Liberians were trained. The government of Liberia was able to train guardian counselor. They call them guardian counselor. Under the Ministry of Gender, about 200 Liberians were trained as guardian counselor. These 200 Liberians were to be assigned in the various schools across the country. And basically, they were almost like what we refer to as the go-to person between the government and that of the student. So the children will have no fear. If they are raped, they are intimidated by any teacher in the school or by their colleagues or by their friend, they will go straight to the guardian counselor. That guardian counselor is not how you call honor the employer of the principal to say, can't bring a report. Waiting, I want you to say that. Why you will say no? They were independent people who report directly to the government of Liberia, who counsel the children, who will receive information and make sure that that information is translated to the national for immediate action. That was what President Weah did. He did not want to stop there. He created a number for a gender-based violence report. A number was created. I don't want you to believe it. When we speak here, we speak with facts. Like I said, we get 1 hour, 30 minutes. We get less than 1 hour because we have gone 37 minutes now. So let me just let you know. Let's see. Sorry. Just bear with me. While I try to get this, I want to bring this information. Okay, fine. That's good. Here is it. Here is it. I know. I got it here. I know I got it here. I know I got it here. I got it here. So the Ministry of Gender and that of the Ministry of Education was able to launch the guardian counselor. I know I get it here. I know, man. That's it. That's it. That's it. I don't get plenty of time. So, I need to look for this thing. Here is it. You see here? Ministry of Gender launches 5 days experience sharing conference and refresher training for female guardian counselor. And you see there? It was in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Gender, Ministry of Education. They had the immigration that was also there. There were people part of immigration out there. Liberia National Police was there when President Weah declared the state of emergency against rape. These were the practical approach that was taken by the government of Liberia under His Excellency President Dr. George Manneh Weah. We will go down and read some article for you to see. I don't want you to believe me. Let them hear. Wow, City Captain. Daddy, I hope you are doing great, well, and fine, and our prayers are with you. Do not hesitate to call us, Yeah. Jeff, you are highly welcome. Thank you so much. So let's read some of what we have here. The Ministry of Education, through the Bureau of Student Personnel Service, proudly inaugurated a transformative 5-day experience sharing conference and refresher training for female guardian counselor working in public high schools across Liberia, 15 counties, beginning October this particular 2020. It was just about the time, we're about to enter into the electoral period. These counselors were to be assigned, and they were even assigned in the various county. You see that? Here is it. This is not something that we are making up. This is not a make-up story. So we don't have the luxury or time. I just want to show you the picture for you to see that when we talk things here, we don't talk because we are talking on it. We are talking because we have the information. We search for it. We look for it. We get it. It's in our hands. So those guardian counselors, the almost 200 guardian counselors that was trained by the Weah-led administration, they were assigned in schools across the country. Do you know that when Boyka took over, he sacked all of them? They took all of them from in the private schools. I'm sorry, in the public schools. They are not there no more. They took them from there. There was a case in Grand Cape County where 27 girls were impregnated by their teachers. 27. I don't want you to believe it. Let me put the information also for you to see it. Maybe somebody think we're saying it, you think that we joking, you think that fun we playing. I'm sorry. Ah, yeah. Yeah. You will not believe it, but it's serious. Very serious thing we're talking here. So, isn't it? We're joking. Teacher, 27 students in Grand Cape country, my own country, impregnated all of them. All of them, the teacher get them belly. Yaka. Look, under this government, poor. Huh. Now come here. You're reading. Don't worry. Oh, they think reading. What kind of thing yes, sir? The time. Yaka. Yeah. You think that Joe we joking when we telling you this thing? Here is it. I'm sorry. The newspaper is reading, but I will bring you this. Let me bring you this. The newspaper, I want to take it directly from the paper, but this is one of the reporter who reported that particular incident. So I'm going to bring this here. You see that? Sekou Kroma is a reporter. Here is it. Here's the information. The girl that make it 27, they say the girl was not part of the school. She was just there doing first period, then she dropped. So they are her there. But it was 27 instead of 26. So you see here the information here. 26 girls from the Zimi. I'm sorry. This is not funny, right? This is not funny. This is serious, but I'm sorry. 26 girls from Zimi Babla Public School in Grand Cape Mount County. They got impregnated during the 2024-2025 school year. And you see there. Source OKFM. And you see there. It was in the newspaper. The newspaper right here, but it's reading. I don't know. And I don't want to waste time on it. Like I say, I get 1 hour, 30 minutes here. Yes, they. Yes, it. Now, I'm showing you all these things before I even go to what the main thing that I want to discuss. How these people politicize things around here. Let me bring you this video for you to see. You see this video here? Let me bring you this video. This was when Joseph Numa Boyka was part of the CPP. You remember? The CPP that comprises of Mr. Benina Ure Party, the ALP, the ANC, and all these other parties. They were able to put people on the street. The opposition yesterday, they put people on the street. You could see the faces of the opposition on the street to bring this government funny about the issue of rape. Let me play this video, play a few bars of it.
And then this is what I need to do. Actually, it was started by Aaron.
Listen. This
Stop
is Philomena.
Rape in Liberia. Stay tuned. So I'm here with two of the organizers of the march, Benita and Aaron. If you guys know Benita is my little cousin.
The ALP, Mr. Ure daughter. At the time, they were all part of the CPP of Joseph Numa Boyka. They used these people's faces, these children's faces, to organize protest, to bring the government funny. To the extent today, I think a solicitor in one of the county, a magistrate in one of the county, I will show you a picture. She was also part of this particular Sunny. But let me just show it to you. You see Benita? You see the faces.
The point of wanting to start this march. So actually, it was started by Aaron's team, Safe Space, and then after we found that there was a huge need for us to fight against rape, the March for Justice team decided to team up with Safe Space, and then we were able to bring along several other youth groups. So
several other youth groups from the Unity Party. You see there? This was what they were doing. I will show you faces of some people that you will see.
Today,
I don't even want you to believe what I am saying. I'm about to show you. A woman that was recently appointed, and she's qualified. She's an Anthony. She was appointed by Joseph Numa Boyka. They all led the issue of rape yesterday. They were in the street. They were in the street. I will show you. Don't worry. That's Solomon Joa's daughter. Okay, fine. Here is it. I will just mute this and show you this picture. Let me bring this here for you to see. Thank God that we have all this. You see her here? Here she is. Today she's an Anthony. She has been assigned by Joseph Numa Boyka to serve as, I think, magistrate in one of the county. Yes, sir. She was the one that refused to shake the hands of President George Manenguia. Here is it.
The legislature is trying to refuse the rape law.
Here is it. Oh, yeah. Look at her. Look at her right there. Today she works in this government. She is working in this government as we speak to you. She has been assigned. They were used yesterday to make the issue of rape to look like political something. Today, she was nowhere around as the children are protesting for that 14 years old. To the extent, fellow Liberians, Joseph Numa Boyka will sit and keep quiet. I want to say thanks to Abraham Gosson Will for using his platform to highlight the issue. Face the issue, Abraham Gosson Will. It was on his show that he decided that he would raise the issue For 2 consecutive days, he did not rest. And today, other people, they grab it. Oh, we're talking here, we're talking there. They want to take glory. Abraham Godson way on. We want to say thank you, Teacher Light. Thank you, Teacher Light. Because you raised the issue without any political sentiment attached to it. You discussed the issue. And today, these ones that are running with A, they must give you credit, but that Liberia now, how we looking like. So Abraham Godson way on and the King's FM family, I want to say kudos to the King's FM family for anchoring the issue. That today, just look, don't tell me about somebody say Jesse Numa Boyka suspend J. Brian McGill. That thing is just a charade. That thing is just a fun. That thing that nonsense. Don't listen to that thing. Joseph Numa Boyka trying to scheme on the Liberian people. When the incident happened, it happened on the 30th of August. The police will ask the parent to go to a particular hospital to go and do tests because they want to manipulate the process. Joseph Numa Boyka heard of this. He did not take action. But when the public beat on him, he's seeing the noise all over. International community. Let me tell you something today. All of these things that we're doing, there are people who are writing. The international people. Y'all will take it for fun. That's why you see when I come here, I don't play. I come here to give the information as it is. Because there are people who are listening to us. I don't come here to come and look for view. No. I come here to give out the facts. Do you know how many information we give on a daily basis that people follow and they check it and they see that it's accurate? That's why you see I feel comfortable when I'm in the studio. I can talk from anywhere because when I'm in the studio, I provide the facts and the evidence to you for you to see it. I could sit here and just talk without any video. Sometimes, do you know that Facebook even, to some extent, restrict my page because of some of these things that I show? You say originality of how you call content. But you know why I do it? I ignore what Facebook will do and I do it. It's because I want you to see the facts, I want you to hear it, and I want you to partake in it. So that when you go on other platforms and people are talking, you can see the approach that President Weah took and the approach that these people are taking. So President Weah set up a team where they had a hotline to call. In fact, there was a vehicle for sexual-based violence at the Ministry of Gender. A whole team was there. DNA machine was brought in to fight this issue. Today, Joseph Numa Boyka will want to shield a new rapist in presence of J. Brian McGill. And he reluctantly come up to say, we suspend the man. Joseph Numa Boyka, don't play fun out of us. You and I know that you did not do that suspension. That only because public causing noise. Don't know that. The pedophile is walking on the streets of Monrovia, free as a free man. For an allegation, you arrested the former ambassador, D. Maxwell Kimaya, Mary Bro, Madam Sawyer, the wife of the late Amos Claudius Sawyer. These 3 were arrested and taken to prison on allegation. On allegation. I say allegation. Fonati Kofa, Abu Bana Kamara, etc. They were arrested on a Saturday and taken straight to the Monrovia Central Prison and taken to Central Prison on an allegation of them burning a house. But today, the Unity Party preaching all over the place. Oh, the man is accused. The man is accused. You get government that is fighting its citizens to protect one of her own. When did rape become light in Liberia? When? Joseph Newman Boyka have come to undo, to damage, to spoil all of the good system that we put in place in our country. When you are dancing with the devil, these are some of the things that can happen. So it is not surprising that Daniel Sando, the mad dog for the government, who they will just use to just say any rubbish, will come and just talk what he talk. We don't blame Daniel Sando. But let me say this to you, these young people that is working in this government. Remember that you are from a community. You have families. You're not going anywhere soon. The people that you inflicting pains on, when evil is happening in the place, and you think that you're defending this government, you living in community with people who are hurt on a daily basis. The people whose children are being raped, you live in a community with them. The people who this government is taking out of job, you live in the community with them. There are some things that better you just keep quiet, you shut up your mouth, you sit down. Those of you who will get on different medium and insult people because you think some kind of minister giving you $5 or $10, putting small money in your pocket, so you can just cause anybody you want to cause without any remorse. Remember, you living in community. 6 years and not forever. And not even 6 years. In less than 4 years as we speak. Remember, you're not going nowhere. Your family then there. Even those of us who are across the sea, our family there. This thing that you're doing, your thing that, and we will defend. An innocent child is raped. And you will use the platform that you're supposed to be using to speak against rape. And you think that you will defend those people. Your children are in Liberia. You get cousin, you get nephew, you get whatever they did. Just stop this thing that you're doing. The repercussion is not something that is common. Just stop it. The thing you're doing is not correct. It's not good. Don't join an old man who already to his grave. Joseph Newman Boyka, the years that he has reached, Joseph Newman Boyka is living in his grace period. God has given him that grace. The years that is appointed for a man, according to what we read, he has crossed that age. So he's living in his era of grace. He doesn't have time. Joseph Newman Boyka will not be around for a very long time. Taking into consideration everything. So he does not care. Those of you who age is in your favor, you still have the opportunity to work in Liberia to serve your people. Take time. The last time I sent a warning to, or an advice, let me just, not a warning, let me say an advice to Amos Tue of LPRC. I know the man from Looking there. I grew up on the Bushwa Island, Lokintown, Jamaica Road, Newcutown, Douala, all that places, that my area there. Nowhere on the Bushwa Island I will not know. So one time in a group, I sent an advice to him. I say, Amos Tue, the level that you have reached, you don't need to lie in order for you to survive. You don't need to come on radio station and insult people for this government in order for you to survive. Remember that you are down there not because you were the most qualified, but you are there by grace. Do your work and leave propaganda. And I want to believe the candid advice that I gave my brother. When I mean knowing him, I don't have it like that, but I know him. I know him. I have seen him. I know a people place. And I show that advice because when you send message, you will see it. I told him. And just what I said is what I'm saying on this platform. I told him, I said, Amos Tue, you are a young man that have family. Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf brought you in. And by the grace of God, you were able to serve your country. Again, you have another opportunity under this government. Now that you have the opportunity, focus on your work, my brother. You are not one of those boys that are passing around that somebody will get $5 or $10, then you start cursing. When you hear something, you join on Facebook. I told him, I said, do not be like people like Mo Ali then are passing around. They have already arrived, but they behaving like they are not arrived. I told him, I said, don't do that. There will be no perfect government on the planet Earth. That's why they get the Ministry of Information. Don't be like these other people to jump and start causing people, start writing trash about people, start defending. That is not your work. Focus on your work. There are enough challenges that you have. Focus on it. Allow those other Unity Party charlatans, misguided buffoons, unsophisticated idiots to do what they are doing. And you leave from there. Focus on your work. You get family in Liberia. We know your people place. You are not from a rich family. Or in looking down there, we all will play bar football and all the other things like that. Focus on your work, my brother. You are not going to be perfect. We criticize, we condemn, we make recommendations at where you are. But focus on your work and leave all the kind of jink jam writing and running behind people, acting like to say you writing for job. Or you talking because you want to save your job or because you want job. I say you have a wrath. Alice Johnson, how are you, Mama? Mama B. Colley, you are welcome. I said, so leave that. Well, whether he listened to me or he did not, I've been following him and I'm seeing significant improvement in his public appearance and all the other funny stuff. I see that whether he is listening to the advice or not, or to the advices that some of us gave him, I don't know. But to some extent, I am seeing that he is conducting himself to some extent in a more professional manner instead of coming out to insult people, to say all kinds of things about people here, there, Yana. I'm seeing that he's taking a different trend. He's trying to get away from the media and focus on his work. Don't be like people like how you call Johnson. Sando, who will get on Ministry of Information platform and insult everybody because I hear the one with you and say go there. One other one I call him say Keseli in Joseph Newman Boyka office. All the man calls that old man when you see a face looking just like how you call it retire age, he will get on and insult people to the extent that they call him Anthony Keseli. You see a face looking just like something they forget about on the dryer. Anthony Keseli will insult people, mother and or the other, and will say nonsense about people. But yeah, he stayed in Joseph Numa Boyka office. That's how rude Joseph Numa Boyka is. That's how rude Joseph Numa Boyka is. That Joseph Numa Boyka can be sending him to be cursing. Like some of us are saying, we'll not insult Joseph Numa Boyka wife or this. No, no, no. We have crossed that level. We are too big for that. The level that we have reached by the grace of God will not stoop so low to that. They get Anthony, who will curse everybody from man to power, up, down. But one day I know he will borrow with somebody who will give it to him woto woto. As Nigerian men will say. That person will give it to him for dinner, breakfast, and supper. Then he go around, he think that he can corner, and just anyone Boyka can enjoy these things. What kind of man is this? The old man that does not have respect for himself. He keep around him murderers. He keep around him rapists. They say Joseph Numa Boyka suspend J. Brian McGee. What happened to Francis Sakila Nyimale, who raped a lady? The videos are there. We can show the video. It's on my page, I think. I think it's on my page. What happened to Francis Sakila Nyimale? You think we buy that kind of nonsense that you're doing? No, we can't buy it. Gregory Como, continue. This America, thank God that we in America. All of we in America here. Your children are here. They're right in Minnesota. Be shielding people. Right in Minnesota that they play the air. Right here. Where somebody can just close their eye, just jog and come back at the place they are. Continue. When the people who employ you, when their children have been raped and abused, go be defending. Be insulting people. Go and be defending them. Continue. Use the police to brutalize our people. Go ahead. And you order the police to go and massacre our people in Kinjo. Go ahead. Go ahead. But one thing I know, all of your actions, you will account for it one day before a legal body. Nobody will do anything unorthodox like you people. No. But you will account for it. You get Joseph Numa Boyka that is abusing state power. And everybody think it's okay. When you talk, they count on your post, they curse you. Alice Johnson, thank you for joining us there from Bomi County, Clay District. We appreciate you. Look at how the country is going. Joseph Numa Boyka lied and said that he will give our sisters dignified life, dignified living. That's what he said. But today he has abandoned these people. According to Joseph Numa Boyka, he will give them dignified living. The entire country is just in a disarray. Look at the report that came up, the human rights report. The people said the level of crime that is committed during this particular, just a short period of Joseph Numa Boyka, it has surpasses that of President Weah and that of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf 12 years. Can you imagine? That's the report that we receive from the international people and the Independent Human Rights Commission. Don't believe me. The report, that's what the report say. According to the report. Look at the level of violence that is going on. Liberia has so deteriorated to the extent that the rule of law is almost like no more. More violence has taken over because the president himself has disrespected the law. Peace on the law in the public square. So what do you expect? The police director that's supposed to be police director is no longer police director. He's another talk show host for the Unity Party. Another propagandist for the Unity Party. He has forgotten about his professional ethics and choose to be an idiot. You see, when you take politicians uncook politicians and put them in this kind of area. You see what can happen? The whole country is upside down. Armed robbery is on the increase. These people lie to the extent now the reality is with them. Look at what they're doing with the issue of drugs. Johnsonville now has become a no-go zone because the government choose to do this thing in a political form, faction, and manner. You take this disadvantaged youth, you say you carry them for rehabilitation. You carry them to a place, there are no doctors or nurses or trained medical practitioners to attend to these people. You think rehabilitation center that will take them and just go put them down somewhere? This government is not serious on anything at all. They blame President Weah for even their own fault. 12 years you were there. You did nothing to be able to work along with these young people and transform their life. President Weah came, he made serious commitment, added money to this particular fight to get rid of the proliferation of disadvantaged youth on the street. Joseph Numa Boyka came, he called that program. But he will collect few of them, put them in bus. When they go in there, they put in video on there and say, yeah, the government has succeeded. Let the people there in Johnsonville now. The residents in Johnsonville, they are complaining. Somebody told me, he said, Prince, hopefully by this week or maybe next week, Johnsonville community, the Johnsonville people will be having a press conference to tell the government that it is getting rampant. If the government can come and do what they're supposed to do, we'll be forced to defend ourselves. And if anything happens, the government will be held responsible. A community leader from that particular angle, we're on one of the chat, we're talking. The message now, Johnsonville has become almost like a no-go zone. He said, I'm not blaming these disadvantaged youth. I can't blame them because they took the children and carried them there. At the end of the day, they are not feeding them. There are no securities there to man them. They don't even have medical practitioners to look after them. They get them and put them in the facility. They're a prison. So at the end of the day, they're feeding them. They had to go in the community now, jumping over fence, go in the community, stealing from the place, terrorizing people, jacking people from, doing all kinds of things. So a member from the community said, look, we will be forced to defend ourselves. And y'all will soon blame us. Y'all will blame the government. Y'all will blame the government. Because at the end of the day, if we decide to take the route to defend ourselves, it will be chaotic. Because we're not sit down for these people to continue to terrorize us. When you have a government that is ill prepared, these are things that happen. President Weah took serious approach. What happened to the Bentor Rehabilitation Center that President Weah started with? Why Joseph Numa Boyka abandoned it and taking people and carrying them to Johnsonville, to a place that is not even well prepared? Why? Today, look in Liberia, what is happening? School has opened. The children are complaining. Even children, they are complaining that they don't even have money to go to school. My people, this is sad. But this is the kind of country we find ourselves in. And that's the reason why we must continue to talk. Because this government have no regard for the rule of law. This government have no respect for human life and human value. Where's Luca Riches? After inflicting pain on Jessica Lloyd, Luca Riches walk away scot-free. Look at Councillor Gloria Mususcat. The Unity Party was able to twist the hands of the justice system. Today she's out, walking free. All of the things that they condemned yesterday, oh, they want to correct, oh, they want to go. Where are we today? Today we are here. And this is not the first issue about this particular, how you call, cases that we are seeing here. No, it's not the first issue. Today, they are shielding J. Brian McGill. Selective justice are taking over. Yesterday, people were just accused and they were taken to police, how you call headquarters. They slept there, and the next day you forward them to jail on the basis of allegation. But today, it's a different case. The police is doing everything to be able to tamper with the report because they want to set J. Brian McGee free. The place I knew that look, this thing here will just be another how you call a thing we just talk and nothing will come from out of it was when the police told the father go to this XYZ clinic. The people will manipulate this case. What the Unity Party can do. The people who in a broad daylight, ECOWAS, international partner all came to Liberia to tell them that they your illegal thing you're doing with this speaker business, you got to stop. Just anymore boy can't listen to them. He did what was pleasing to him. That in rape case, how long for them to turn the thing around? How long? But I do not blame Brian McGill. I blame the Minister of Youth and Sports, Joseph Numa Boyka, who appointed them, and that of the police director. Gregory Common feels that he is the new, how you call, prime minister on the block. He can protect whoever you want to protect, disgrace whoever you want to disgrace, without any, remorse. If Liberians would jump on the street and demand the resignation of this particular idiot, this monster by the name of Gregory Como, he will not be there doing this kind of nonsense. But Gregory Como is comfortable because at the end of the day, no, Liberian, what do we come from inside? Nothing. Nothing will come from there. Absolutely nothing will come from there. According to him. He said, nothing will come from there. I think Nigeria, you lead that team, man. Nigeria, how you call another. It's just another, how you call, or noise the people causing. Y'all leave them. Another noise they're causing. Fellow Liberian, this is terrible. This is very terrible. To see this kind of thing happening, and we think that it is okay in Liberia for these things to happen. You say, people, they think we just talking and we just leave it. How long? They think we soon finish. How long? This is scary. The entire country now is scared for our children. You have Joseph Numa Boyka that will spend millions of dollars to travel without results, while our education sector laying in ruin. You will have the children of Joseph Numa Boyka importing drugs, but then they're running behind people who selling the small one in the community because they want to divert the issue of drugs. But my people, like I said, I was going to be here for 1 hour 30 minutes. I can't go more than that because of other stuff. But I want to stop here, and I think we have like 10 minutes or so. If there is anybody who wants to call, you can call and make your point. Let me see if I can put a number here. Let me see if we can put this number here. You can call these numbers, and we'll definitely take your call so that we can hear from you. If not, we'll call it a day. But again, this information that I want to pass across from the DMV chapter, let's look for this. So the DMV chapter comprises of 3 different states: Washington, D.C., Maryland, and that of Virginia. So these 3 states will be coming together, and the venue is in Maryland this year. They will be coming together in Maryland. Cdcians from these 3 states will be coming together in Maryland for their local convention. In that local convention, there will be meetings, there will be other stuff, and there will be election of new corps of officers. If you are a Cdcian living in the DMV area, you are welcome to be part of this particular occasion. On this note, my people, time have caught up with us and we gotta go. Until we meet again, hopefully tomorrow, which is actually the day for our panel discussion, join us and let's do it. Again, the page is under the Palava Hut. We are on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, and just all over that you think you can find the social media. Until we meet again, my people, I want to say bye and have yourself a God bless day.
We will not allow small children to tell market when they should be in school. They should be in school. We will not allow those young ladies to go in the street whole day yourself. The money you make can't even buy rice. We can't do it. We want to put dignity on our people. And that's why we're here. That's the mission we have. And I can assure you, if you check your calendar, it's exactly 4 months from today. Today's the 10th, right? When is the election? You start checking. 4 months to the date. After 4 months, you will see a new Liberia coming up. You will see a Liberia that will give you hope. You will see a Liberia where corruption will be a thing of the past.